I'm starting my adventure at 12:52 on December 16th, 2013. In Soledad Canyon, and going to the top of that mountain. This is the first crossroads, and we make a right here. So the trail goes in two different directions. And we'll continue on this road for about a mile. There's a better view of the peak that I'm going to go to, the very top of that mountain right there. Doesn't look that big from this distance. Let's see how long it takes me to get there. This is pretty much the point of no return. Well, legally, this is the firing range limit here. And we still got a lot of mountain to go. This is pretty much checkpoint 1 by this tree here. And when you come up to this fence, again, we got another one of these no trespassing military live fire range signs. But this is where the main path ends, and it just goes off in the direction we aren't necessarily looking to go over there. And usually if I was with a group, this is where we'd stop and rest for our first checkpoint. You know, right there, we'd sit on those rocks and take a piss or something. But you know, I don't have that kind of time of day, because this hike usually takes about 6 hours. And the sun goes down in about 4 hours. So I'm trying to also time myself so I can get an accurate amount of how much time it takes to hike this mountain, and hopefully hike it faster and faster as time goes on. But I got here about 1:18, and I'm going to continue on that way. I've reached checkpoint 2, which is basically that big rock right there. And I'm a little bit above it, so you could like see what it actually was. That's where I started, from way down there. And at this point, I'm just fucking exhausted. Having a hard time catching my breath. I feel like just falling asleep right here. Current time is 1:39 p.m. Probably should have gotten a full night's sleep before I did this. I probably shouldn't have taken a 5-hour energy before I came up here. It's not very effective, to say the least. It's making my stomach all upset, making me really thirsty. And I think I'm crashing because of it. Yeah, you know, it's just an update. Still up that way and that way and possibly up that way. This is one of the more dangerous parts here. As you can see, this is the little area we have to cross. And it kind of drops off right here. You get hurt right there and kind of roll down the hill. If you go down this side, you kind of roll down and go into a chasm and die. So you gotta really watch your footing right here. And that's why I'm worried about people who don't have good balance who come on this hike. Alright, I have finally reached the halfway point after, let me check the time here really quick. It's 2:11, so it's taken me about an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes to get to the halfway point, and that's halfway up. So I'm nearly a quarter of the way done with my grueling adventure. The halfway mark is marked by this little miniature canyon right in front of me. You can't really see the whole thing, but that was the halfway point, and I wanted to come up a little bit higher so I could sort of see, like way down there is where I parked. That is the city of Las Cruces out there. Looks so tiny from up here. I can see, I don't know, 4 or 5 fires out in the distance. I can see really far away. I think the atmosphere is quite a bit thinner up here. The further I go up, the more breaks I'm having to take because I kind of feel like throwing up, and it's getting really hard to catch my breath. But other than that, you know, guess I'm having a good time. This is almost exactly what I had planned on. And everybody who I invited who didn't come with me is a bunch of pussies. Just kidding. They're just lazy. Lazy pussies. Alright. Well, continuing on. I'm roughly 2/3 of the way up. And this is probably a pretty good view. It's second only to the top. But I decided to stop here because you can see that tiny black speck on the road down there. That's my car. Also the view. It's pretty nice from up here. And that's where I still gotta go. Alright. I'm still climbing up this same hill. But well, it's really steep. And instead of having ups and downs, it's pretty much just straight up. With a lot of slippery rocks. So, I just thought I'd, I don't know, compare how much higher I've gotten since last time I videoed. So that hill right there is where I was last time I took a little video. And then, yes, that was the halfway point. And then over there, look at that. Well, it was huge, you know, so a couple hours, or about an hour ago. That was the second checkpoint. And then you can sort of, I'm not sure if I can see it on the camera, but you sort of see the road down there. Kind of goes all the way down to where I parked over there. Yeah. And then well, I've noticed before, but I never really could tell, but I guess it's a little dam over there. Never checked it out. But maybe I should. Not today, of course, because it's getting late. Here, I'll check it out. While I'm taking this break. Almost gone through my first 1.5 liters of water. Pretty neat. It's 2:49. So I've been hiking for roughly about 2 hours now. And I have about 2 hours to get to the top. You know, say, oh, video, picture, blah, blah, blah. And get back down. Or I'll get stuck on the mountain before nightfall. But it shouldn't be too bad, because I think it's going to be a full moon tonight, or it was last night, or something like that. So it should be somewhat bright out. I mean, it'll suck. It will surely suck, but you know, I'm not 100% fucked if I'm out here at nightfall. I did bring a machete and a lighter. So we'll see how this goes. Alright. I just made it to the summit of the peak behind Soledad Canyon. Current time is 3:14. So that take 2.5 hours. Not too bad. At least I hope so. I'll be going back the same way I came. And you can tell when you've reached the summit by this pile of rocks here. Alright? So, what we do, well, 3:15. Alright. What we do is remove these rocks. everybody had the same idea I did. Bring a goddamn plastic bag with a hole in it. That's a good thing I can. That's pretty sweet. This is a book of one that came up December 7th, 2013. So that was, what? Today's the 16th, so 9 days ago? People come up here rather frequently. Their bag has a hole in it. This is good. I'm going to leave this here, but I have a better one. And I guess some people will just leave shit up here. No idea what that is. But, basically what I'm going to do here is take out some of these rocks. Let's see if I can move this one without collapsing the whole structure here. Here we go. I don't know what that fucking fluid is. I hope it's just water. I hope. Okay. Got a nice little hole here. But, you know, all they did was leave this little notebook in a torn bag. So I'm gonna make it a little bit better. Try to think a little bit more ahead. At least I hope so. Alright. So here's mine. Just going to add to theirs. But my date's a little off in here. I planned to come up yesterday and I didn't. I don't want to be a liar. So, alright, so this is what you do when you get up here. You put, I guess, the name of you or your group, the date, and whatever comments you want to put, because I got a whole fucking notebook here. But I'm going to change the date because it's a little off. December 16th. Alright. So, I guess to anybody who sees this video, you know, climb up to the top of the peak behind Soledad Canyon and you'll see this pile of rocks at this peak. And this, you know, I'll stand this stick up, but it should be standing up. And you kind of dig through the pile of rocks a little bit, and you'll find this notebook, and that notebook, and some trinkets or whatever, some crap. And yeah, just kind of sign it and date it and whatever, say that you were up here. And you know, it'll be a cool journal. So I'm just gonna finish putting this together. Put this here. You hear it? Blow over camera. Let's put this sideways. Alright. I don't want to litter on the mountain. So this shit. I included a bunch of pens, so you don't have to bring your own pen anymore. I'm going to throw their little notebook in here too. be a dick. Yeah, hopefully this is a little bit more weatherproof than it was before. Taking this hole down here with this shit. Alright. Yeah, that's where you'll find the book of names. At least the new book. And just a quick sweep of the view, I guess. That's White Sands Missile Range. That's East El Paso. Some of the Oregon mountains, West El Paso. You can see the mountains in Juarez out in the distance. So everything in between. That straight in front of us is A Mountain. Well, Las Cruces. And then there's 70 over there. And then there's where I parked down there. And you can't really see the way I came up, but I'm gonna go down that way. Should be a little bit more dangerous, but last time it was pretty fun, and hopefully I can get out here before nightfall. So, get this party started. That's where I'm gonna go down. It's way too fucking steep right here. I think I'll down. Making it to the top seemed fucking impossible earlier. Now that I made it, I feel good. Not that way. I think this is doable. Gonna need both hands for this though. You know, if I lived, when I start the next part of the video. Alright, I made it, but going down that way was probably a bad decision. Cost me a lot of time. It's really fucking steep. And I probably just should not have came that way. It's pretty fucking dangerous. At times I was like pretty much hanging by the tips of my fingers on dirty rocks. And the drop off was just 20 feet straight down onto like rocks like fucking this. I was just like, this is it's kind of scary. It worries me. But I made it, and I'm moving on. Current time is 3:47. I have about an hour and 15 minutes till nightfall. So that's my time limit. Let's see if I can go downhill faster than I went up. Okay, this is let's just say checkpoint 4. This is by far the most dangerous part of the trip. Came from all the way up there through those trees and shit around down this hill and kind of into this canyon. I mean, I'm not done yet, but I figure I need a breather. There's some ice over there. But anyways, what makes it so dangerous is that it's really fucking steep. There's a lot of loose rocks and the soil's a little moist. So I've just been like fucking slipping all over everything. Also, this is a part of the mountain that got caught on fire, you know, all those years ago. So all the trees are kind of dead and burnt. So it's kind of hard to grab onto some of them because they'll snap off and you'll continue down the mountain. But yeah, other than that, still making progress. The time is currently 4:06. I have a whole 54 minutes before the park closes, and about an hour and 24 minutes before the sun goes down. Okay, I made it over here to kind of assess my options, so I don't have to like do a lot of going back on myself, or going back on the trail that I came on. I stopped here to assess my options to make sure I don't get stuck in a bunch of foliage and rocks too steep to climb down. So that's where I came from, and that's where I gotta go. I have what, like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna get to it. Okay. I'm taking a short break because my leg is like fucking killing me now. So I'm gonna look right here. Every time I start using it, it just starts throbbing. Right here. I was over there. Now I'm on top of this hill. And I still gotta get way the fuck over there. And it's 4:41. I have, what was it? 19:49 minutes. 49 minutes, that's not too bad. But I feel like it's gonna take me about an hour to get the fuck off this mountain. Maybe a little longer. I'm still pretty deep out here. And my leg's starting to fuck with me. But you know, I'm gonna continue on because I don't want to be out here stuck on this fucking mountain at night. I just don't want to be stuck here at all. Alright, at approximately 5:11, I made it back onto the trail by the waterfall. And headed back to my car. Alright, the time is currently 5:45. Let's see here. I'm leaving Soledad Canyon. Also, I hear some shit.